Hello everybody, hope you're having a lovely day today. Today I thought I'd do a video that I love doing and you guys love watching, but I haven't done it for so long. It's a Q&A. I asked like 3 weeks ago now if there was any questions, and I haven't had the time to film it because I've been very busy. So it's only now really that I've been able to film a Q&A video. So yeah, I'm doing a Q&A, one of my favourite videos to do ever. I've got a list of questions here. Thank you so much to those who have sent in their questions, and I'll do my very best to answer them in return. So yeah, let's get cracking with these questions. Got to find all these bloody questions now. First question: if you was a girl, what would you like to be called? Well, I found out when I was younger that if I was born a girl, I would have been called Georgia Rebecca. But something tells me that I would have kept the second name as my first name. So instead of being called Georgia, I would have been called Rebecca. Obviously, nothing against the word Georgia, but I kind of prefer the name Rebecca. So obviously, if I was to become a girl, I would be called Rebecca instead of Georgia. When you sleep, do you dream in black and white or colour? That is a very weird question because me and everyone I know, as far as I'm aware, don't have dreams in black and white. My dreams have always been in colour. I can't exactly think of anything in terms of a dream that'll be black and white. I mean, my sister, when she was little, she was a bit dopey, as some kids can be, and she saw something from the 1960s, and obviously it was black and white because it was quite old back then. And she said, Mum, when was colour invented? Was it after that? Like, she genuinely thought real life was black and white at that point. And obviously you couldn't help but laugh, could you? But I never really thought of it like that. I always thought colour always existed, but because of television, they didn't have that technical thing yet, which I was right about, obviously. But yeah, you can't help but laugh at it. How many kids do you see in your future? I like to have either one or two children, because I've never been one for having kids. Obviously, I had when I was little, but when I've got older, I've sort of realised what of a pain in the neck they can be. So if I was to have any kids, I might not even have any yet, but you never know. If I could choose a number of kids I'd have, it would either be one or two. One of them would have to be a boy, because do you imagine a little mini-me running around the place? No, you wouldn't like that. If one of your friends needs some blood or something and you're a match, would you help? God, yeah, I'd help. Even though I have a massive phobia of blood, I would still help my friend in need. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you were older? I wanted to be so many things when I was a kid. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be what was that I wanted to be? I wanted to be a farmer. I wanted to be a policeman. I wanted to be a vicar. I don't know what was going through my head then, but yeah, I wanted to be all of those things. And yeah, I kind of don't know what career I'm doing now, actually. And I'm 20 years old. I still haven't thought of like a final career sort of thing. So yeah, that'll take a bit of time, but obviously I'm only young and I've got my whole life ahead of me, so let's just see what the future holds. Would you ever shave your head for charity? Yes, I would, 100,000%. I might not look the best because I'm one of those people that looks better with hair, obviously not that I know, but my family reckon I'm more suited with hair. But if I shaved it off for charity, not only it'd be for a good cause, and yeah, for a good cause, that's the main thing, obviously, I wouldn't have to comb it down every day or complain about it in every single video. So yeah, if I could shave my head for charity, then I would definitely. What is your favourite place and why? Well, that's the thing. Other than being here, I haven't really been anywhere. If I'm honest, like locally, I've been places, but not outside of the Wiltshire region. I've been to Weymouth, obviously, because I did my blog posts on there, my daily blog posts. That was well over 18 months ago now. Laycock is very near me, as you might already know. So obviously I'm going to go there in a vlog soon. And not only that, obviously Rachel's moving to Wales. Beth and myself are going to go visit her at the end of June, so there'll be a couple of vlogs going up then as well. But yeah, I can't really think of a favourite place. I'd have to say Weymouth because that's the only place outside of Wiltshire that I've properly been to. Like places that I remember. I did go to London actually when I was 14, and that was really weird because we were walking back to the coach at the end of the day. We're walking back towards the coach, and there were these lads with this young girl. She must have been about 18 or 19, and they started to mug her. And literally, we had no idea what the hell we were seeing. So the teacher was all busy, like saying, "Oh, keep back, keep back, keep back." But the bus driver went out and split them all apart, and we were just thinking, what the hell was going on? I mean, the one time that I go to London, I see a mugging. I mean, I don't know how much mugging there is in London, but it seems to be a lot if I've only been there just the once and saw that at the age of 14. So yeah, obviously the teacher was like keeping us all back, and then the bus driver just jumped off the coach and split him apart, and the boys went running with the tails between their legs, and then the girl was just stood there being consoled. I have never seen anything like that before. I still haven't seen anything like that. That's like the only public altercation that I've ever seen in my life. Touch wood, I'll never see one again. Favourite film, TV show, and book, if you can think of one. My favourite film, I'm not really that much of a film person because they're too long and I have a very short attention span. But if I had to pick one, it'd be the Home Alone films. I love watching the film, especially the traps at the end. That's my favourite part of Home Alone. And I used to watch them a lot when I was a kid. Literally any Home Alone film, I'll watch it because of the traps at the end, because they're really funny. Favourite TV show? Obviously, most of you know it has to be Hollyoaks. I really love it. And EastEnders was on lately when Kat Slater made her return. Has to be the best episode I've seen in a very long time. It was such a funny episode. Loads of people loved it. Loads of people didn't like it. But I'm one of those people that absolutely loved it. But I don't watch EastEnders on a regular basis. I may be like a soap opera fan, but Hollyoaks is the only soap that I watch on a regular basis. So that has to be my favourite TV show. My favourite book? I don't really read that much either. I need to start doing that soon. But if I had to pick a book, it had to be something I used to read like long ago, like when I was a kid. I used to love reading the Roald Dahl books, like the Twits, Matilda, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James the Giant Peach. You got all of those books there, and I used to love reading them when I was younger. I mean, I should start getting into reading again. Obviously, not those particular type of books, but just books in general. If I could start doing a reading thing or a book club, even that'd be really good. It encouraged me to read, that's for sure. Probably the only thing that would. Something you wish you could change in your life and or in the world. Well, I want to win the lottery, but you can't please everyone, can you? But in all seriousness, no. Seriousness, no? I can't even fucking talk. And I swear I'm like that in every single video I do. In all seriousness, though, I would... Yeah, I honestly don't know what I'd do. I'd make sure that the NHS are well paid for and well budgeted, because I think the NHS are doing an amazing job with what they do, with the amount of pay they get as well. Their work is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'd never be able to do that. I'd never be able to do such hard work saving people's lives and not be funded correctly. But I really credit them for what they do. They need to feel that. They need to know that they're appreciated for what they do. Okay, this is the last of my Q&A. Thank you so much for those that sent me their questions. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a massive thumbs up, and I will see you next week with a new video. Goodbye, everyone.